Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a record-breaking week, record-breaking live stream for Acquire.Fi, our most ever people tuned in. Or what was it? Almost
like
3,000, 3,200 people tuned in to our Tuesday live stream. We had record-breaking volatility and losses on silver and gold this week, and I don't know if it's record-breaking, but Bitcoin breaking down, tapping that 69K. From last cycle high, who, if I remember correctly, someone called that on our last stream just a couple days ago, saying that it almost always comes down and taps the previous cycle all-time high. That might have been our very own Simple Jack here, Mr. Andrew. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Thursday last live stream for 2 weeks here. I'm not going to be live next week. We're going to be at the Consensus event in Hong Kong, so we won't be able to go live next week. But if you're out that way, let us know, hit us up. We will be meeting with a lot of our partners and clients and friends in the industry out there. It should be a great conference. A lot of great events, a lot of stellar projects, funds, investors, etc. are going to be out there, and Hong Kong is always a beautiful city to go and visit. So looking forward to that. But before we take off for that chaos, got one last live stream here to review the markets, see what's been going on. It's been a slow news week. Mostly everybody's just focused on depression.
What? Depression?
I mean, people are screaming right now on crypto Twitter. Sky's falling. This is it. It's over. Capitulation.
I was so happy to see Kyle quitting crypto.
Kyle Chass?
No, Kyle Samani.
From Multicoin
Cap.
Okay.
The guy has been like the most prominent Sol bull ever. Like, he was so against everything. But yeah, I had a personal I had personally transacted with him a couple of times. He's not a cool person.
He's always kind of a dick. I'm not gonna lie, but that's the thing. It's like in this industry, in this market, like it's okay to have strong convictions, but you just gotta loosely hold them. The market shifts, the market changes. You can't be a perma bull because nothing just goes up forever. Things change, things retrace, things correct, and so when you see these like big influencers, characters that are like shilling you this shit, ignore them. They're going to be wrong. They're going to blow themselves up. And you're already seeing that all across the board here. So, it's always good to just, learn how these markets move, how cycles work, what are trading setups, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, it's a great lesson for people. Hopefully they'll remember it for the next cycle.
Or they won't.
They most likely won't. Unfortunately, people just, rinse and repeat. It's just how the cycle works. And I mean, like a great image is this 4-year cycle of Bitcoin. Like we've been talking about this for months now. And this is playing out the way as we would expect. The 4-year cycle peaked last year. And then down we go. And it takes about, 18 months for the markets to kind of bottom out. And it's usually 70 to 80% retracement from all-time highs. And it's done that every single cycle. So why would it be different this cycle? It shouldn't. Anybody that tells you this time is different, those are the people that you just want to turn off, ignore, block. Like most of the time, it's not different. It's usually the same. And this 4-year cycle is kind of like, it's like baked in with this like halving event. And, you can already see it in the market now with like how prices have been reacting. And, if we go over to the charts here, you can see it. You can see the prices are just falling off a cliff here. And that's to be expected, I think a healthy retracement back to that 70%, 70 to 80%, anywhere from that 50K to 40K even almost maybe perhaps. Obviously, that's quite low. I don't know if prices will ever go that low. But if I'm looking at a harmonic setup, like a simple like A, B, So A point up here, B here, C, D. Then that's kind of pointing me to that 50K area.
Don't talk so bearish. Oh my God.
Don't listen to Jan. He's been dollar costing since 80K, and he's not doing so well. I told him repeatedly, do not buy right now, and now he's angry at me.
I keep buying. I hope.
Like I'll probably start dollar costing around 65K because that's around that 78.6 off of this range. So I do like these lows, these high, this little range here. So I am eyeing that 65K first. And then I'll probably dollar cost my way down from like 65 to 60 to 55 to 50. And then if we get even lower, then I'll probably buy, a heavy amount. But there's a lot of signs that are kind of pointing towards that downside objective. It would coincide with our reload zone of the actual range. So the actual full range, if we do from the 15K low to the top of 125, which is pretty much this whole, price action here, that reload zone is sitting anywhere from 55 to 40K. It's probably going to be a little bit different depending on what chart you look at, but this is on the Coinbase chart. And so 58 to 40K roughly is kind of the area that I would be hunting or would like to be hunting. For quick swing trades, maybe off of these smaller ranges, I think this we are in the reload zone currently. That 65K is that 78.6 level that I like. And then if we go even further down, like that 88.6 level, it's right where that 61.8 starts too. So that 58K could be a pretty significant level as well. Also, we would be defending kind of that previous breakout structure there. So yeah, I mean, lower is kind of what I'm expecting. If we do get any kind of like bounce or structure here, then maybe there could be a potential dead cat bounce. But until we start seeing some kind of W, right, those double bottoms, you're really just kind of catching falling knives here. And, who knows how much this has to come down before, things start settling. But the best kind of scenario is we get some kind of structure like this within this zone here. And then we can start considering maybe some kind of like bounces back to the higher side. But as of right now, there's just it's just free falling, and there's really nothing to do here but just wait.
Yeah, relief rally on Tuesday didn't last very long or go very high. Hit that 80K and just sent straight back down into the depths.
Yeah, so the market's pretty rough right now. I think a lot of it is also because like the U.S. dollar is kind of on the run right now. U.S. dollar is kind of climbing back. Risk market's starting to kind of get a little bit heavy. And seasonally, like February is a pretty like weak month. Like historically, price action doesn't really do much in February. It's like the second worst month of trading technically. So, we just have to wait at this point. And then on Ethereum, kind of the same idea. We are holding the 70.6 here at the moment on this range. If we go on the actual range of like the lows and highs, then we do still have some like work to do here. But the same thing on Bitcoin, where I have this like A, B equals C, D kind of harmonic pattern. That target is around like 1300. That would coincide with the 88.6 level of the actual full range. But you would be going right against these lows here. So obviously not the most prettiest number, but it just means we just get cheaper Bitcoin and ETH, right? So like instead of being all doom and gloom and all like negative, like Jan here, should be getting excited because things are on discounts,
Go, baby.
Would you rather buy things that are on 90-80% discounts, or do you want to buy things at a premium? I mean, it's a pretty simple logic, but like for some reason, 99% of you guys don't understand this simple logic of buy when it's cheap, sell when it's high. So right now, we are breaking below that 78.6. We did lose these critical lows there. So I do think our next kind of target is around this last breakout, that 88.6 level. Until we start getting some W's or at least some like bullish divergences on the MACD. I do think we are supposed to go a little bit lower here. So Yeah, not much to do. Just kind of let the market kind of do its thing, let the dust settle, wait for those structures, wait for some momentum signals confirmation. We are getting pretty oversold now, so at least that's kind of confirmed. But yeah, I mean, we still have to wait for the other signals and whatnot. So yeah, just have to wait. I mean, even if we look on the CME chart, kind of same levels we're eyeing here.
Wait 5 years and you will be golden.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just another year. Like 2027 into 2028. That's the halving event, right? 2028. It's usually like 6 months before the halving. So like sometime in 2027 is when we will be officially bottoming. Hopefully, maybe we bottom in the second half of the year. I don't know. But all I know is that as prices come down lower, we just have to wait till we start seeing some kind of setup, some kind of signal. 200 SMA is also below us, right, on the weekly chart here. Generally Bitcoin does touch the 200 SMA before really bouncing back to the higher upside. So that's sitting around 60K at the moment, which is also kind of that target of that 58K that I was talking about, that 88.6 level, which also aligns with the 61 reload zone of this higher range. So there are a confluence of that target being kind of an area of interest. So I do think 60K is realistic. Anything lower than that, who knows? But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy just sitting in cash at the moment and waiting for my levels to hit. So waiting for levels, waiting for structure, waiting for momentum. And then, yeah, alts, I have no interest in alts. Probably won't touch alts. As you can see, alts are probably going to be bleeding pretty heavily. Stablecoin dominance is ripping higher. Bitcoin dominance is falling. There's a lot of fear in the market, so a lot of the cash flow is coming back into stables, as it should. It makes sense, and we just have to wait. If you are hunting alts, probably not the best to be trying to chase anything right now. Just wait for those setups, like we talked about. Consolidations, and yeah, off we go. Metals market. I know some people were interested in the metals here. Things looking pretty toppy here again. Besides steel's just ripping higher. I think Trump is really heavily invested in steel, so kind of makes sense why that's kind of flying. But rest of the metals market, we tried to do a dead cat bounce, pretty much got sold off yesterday. So things are starting to look weak again. And a lot of this, I think, has to do with the US dollar coming back into strength here. As US dollar climbs up, a lot of these markets starts to fail. And you can see against all these other currencies, we're starting to get double tops right now, all across the board here. So that's also another sign that, okay, maybe the US dollar strength is coming back. Things are starting to reverse here. So, yeah, equity has also got a lot of double tops right now coming in. Seems like market-wise, I think we have to pause here for a little bit, which sucks because, we look at the Jan barometer. We were supposed to get some kind of rally, at least up until May. But, at the moment, it looks like we're just kind of selling off here. It is supposed to be pretty bumpy along the way. So maybe we just kind of get a little bit of a nuke here. Then we kind of rally back. But ultimately, we are expecting quite a bit of a sell-off going into that summer, May sell-off. No. And then the second half of the year is when things are supposed to look good. And by the end of the year, don't be surprised if we're already back to all-time highs or maybe even higher, as the election kind of kicks in and Trump tries to bring the market back to life. So I do think maybe the later half of the year is probably a better opportunity. Maybe we get a better opportunity sometime this month, but these things aren't perfect. So
to be honest, again, I'm quoting last year. Last year, it was 1,700 in March. Something like that, I believe. And then it went to 4 point something.
Yeah, we're going right back to it. We're going much lower.
Last year was very bad in the beginning of the year, and then we started.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, second half of the year, because as we get closer to the midterm election, they should be trying to crank the market back. but we'll see. I was also looking at like sector rotation stuff. As you can see, a lot of the funds are shifting towards like industrials, materials, energy, staples. Tech is pretty much dead. And generally, when that side of the market starts doing really well, it kind of marks like a market top, which people don't want to see. So it is a little bit worrying. It is only 1 week within February. Usually, these studies are done with 2 weeks. But the first half of this week pretty much is showing like, okay, it looks like the funds are positioning for some kind of market top. Hence why this sector has done much better than pretty much the rest. And as you can see, when energy, consumer staples, materials, industrials are hot, it generally marks a market top here. So yeah, I mean, it's starting to reflect on the charts here at the moment. And we just have to kind of wait and sit on our hands if we have to. Or if you're somebody that likes to short, you're probably doing pretty well at the moment. I don't really short, so I'm mostly just waiting for buying opportunities at the moment.
Yeah, trend is your friend. If you zoom out on the Bitcoin chart, it's straight down since October. I think October 7th was the high for us.
Yeah, that was the 4-year cycle pivot as well.
Yeah.
So,
what about just a quick look, because I got some prediction market stuff we're going to look at. How about Solana? Where's Solana at right now?
Solana is dead. Kyle quit.
Ray's quit. So yeah, I mean, I tried to buy Solana there. Got stopped out. Okay, so this
you're still on the Bitcoin chart.
Oh shoot, sorry.
There we go.
So yeah, I tried to buy this breakout here. That W, unfortunately, got washed out on that low. And this is why when your setups get stopped out, you best to just hop off, because otherwise you could be going down much further. So great example there. Technically, we are in a reload zone now. So as long as we're in this green box area, this is where we should see at least the bulls try to step up if the trend is strong here. But at the moment, this is pretty clear signs that we're in a downtrend now. And we did just lose this critical low there as well. That low was pretty significant to hold, but we just broke it. So I do think we probably have to go a bit lower. Maybe we have to take that 69 level, that 78.6, kind of where that previous kind of like high structure supports could be. Ultimately, if you really want my opinion, coming down these lows would be
probably back $20.
Like $30, like what was like the FTX low? Like FTX low was like down here, wasn't it? Like $7. Like
so basically you're predicting that all the gains from 2024 are gonna go away.
I mean, it's already happening.
Pretty much all of them have already.
It's like if you look at any alts, like they're already breaking to new lows, like all across the board. So like
giving it all back.
It's not like I wish the market would.
Giving it all back.
I would love to be bullish, but like, yeah, I mean, look, like you go on weekly charts and
how about Link there? Where's Link looking to bottom?
I mean, Link should be trying to bottom against these lows here, but it's
$70.
Yeah, so like if we go on Link,
already almost there.
If we go Link on USDT, so pretty much stopped out of these guys as well. These are the previous low, so that $7 area is kind of like what I like. It's kind of right against these previous breakouts. Also, that 88.6 would also match this range. So kind of double layer there. Somewhere around $8, hopefully. It's kind of what I'm thinking. But it is like right against that critical low. If we lose that, then we probably have to keep going low. And what's funny is like, how we joked about these alts having to come down all the way to clean up these tails?
Yes.
Oh, wouldn't you know? It literally did that on every alt. Binance literally forecasted and showed you where the alts were headed to.
Yep, true that.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, we should have been shorting, but I'm a bull believer. I like to long, and I did try to long these W's here. Got stopped out, and now we just have to wait. We just have to wait again for full resets and yada yada yada.
It's all Andrew's fault.
I mean, this is welcome to the bear market, boys. This is how things are. I mean, every cycle is the same. I don't know why we're thinking it's going to be different. But the minute we start seeing this kind of type of consolidation, like sideways channel, and we get the weekly W, that's the trigger. Until we get those, there's not much to do, and you just have to be patient. You could be someone that likes to try to cash falling knives. Go for it. I'm not that kind of a trader. So for me, I'm just patiently waiting. If I have to wait a year, so be it.
I have a hard time to believe that we go to the same lows as 2024. Like I do see that there's some kind of bottom soon. Like some of this, like Link, for example, they do have a big cash flow. They do have a big treasury.
This is 2024 low. Look how close we are.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see that, but this is what happens. In bear markets, like 99% of the price action gets wiped out in alts.
Yeah.
Like it happens every time. Like they literally create all-time new lows, and it's devastating. Bitcoin usually does 70 to 80%. And then, it's just kind of what we're seeing all across the board right now. And so
that's one of the things that is eventually going to have to change with these crypto companies. Link is a great example. Link generates revenue. They have a pretty good business model. And I understand that, things like stocks represent some speculative value also. But when you have Link still trading at what's the market? Its market cap is still at $6.5 billion market cap. Is Link really worth $6.5 billion? Is their token really worth $6.5 billion? Like I like Link. I think it's a good investment for the long term, especially if it gets back down to these, $5 to $7, $8 range. I'll be buying for sure. But as at some point when more retail and institution, everything's tokenized and tokens like the token for, Chainlink represent demand and value of the company in a more meaningful manner. Like, are we going to see $100 billion valuation or market cap for the Chainlink coin? Like, it doesn't make sense. So, I mean, I hope we see some, we have some opportunities to still make some of those kind of gains, but seeing the Link token go when it previously went to almost $50, or whatever it was, the all-time high, and it was up at whatever crazy multi tens of billions of dollar valuation. There isn't that much demand for the Chainlink token in as an Oracle token. There isn't that kind of revenue being produced for the company. So I can see these valuations definitely going much lower, especially as institutional players come in and demand more realistic valuations. Now, then again, you look at the stock market and Wingstop is at like a 65 PE ratio, and you're like, okay, maybe not. But
well, I mean, in dot-com bubble, 99% of companies went almost to zero, and the one that survived then became the biggest. So I do predict the same. If you have a very good moat and you're making revenue in this market, I do think that you're going to be a player in the long term. This could be Aave, this could be Pump.Fun, this could be Hyperliquid.
Hyperliquid pumped. That's the only token that was doing good in the last couple of days. It pumped like 70%.
Yeah, Hyperliquid is insanely strong here. It's I'm so sad I missed that bottom there. But it's still holding on. It seems to be where all the bulls are, or at least they're trying to hold it. So,
well, I think it's also a bit of a momentum trend. While everything else is dying, the one thing that's going up, people are going to ape into trying to catch some profits.
Yeah. So I'm just looking through all these like crypto stocks. They are dying 1,000 deaths, man. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Sailor and Tom Lee both still buying.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, Tom Lee is he's probably gonna get himself liquidated. Yeah.
How is he gonna get liquidated though? Like he's taking his ETH.
Oh, I mean, if you borrowed money to buy it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's looking pretty bleak out there for crypto stuff. I'm not gonna lie. And then same with tech stuff. Even though all the tech stuff's getting beat up, like Microsoft's pretty much did a whole fucking roundabout. Nvidia is starting to look pretty heavy here. Yeah, I mean the only thing is like consumer staple stuff like Coca-Cola. Let's go. Or maybe some Walmart, for example. I keep joking with Jan, like, yo, just buy some Walmart. Like, look at this. And then, like, they pay out dividends. Like, why the hell not? You know, I mean, obviously, don't buy it at these levels. Do not chase this. You know, look for these consolidations. Look for those double bottoms. But like, you know, if I just invested in Walmart in the last 4 years, I'd be pretty comfy right now. You know, that's a pretty significant gain right there.
Bro, they got like a fucking 3x in the last 18 months.
You know, that's pretty good. Like, you know, and you get dividends, you know, Walmart prints. But yeah, I mean, this is where the market is shifting right now. So like, you know, these are signs that could be topping here. I don't know. Could be.
Well, I'm still very positive about crypto despite all the downturn.
Yeah, we just have to wait.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like every second. Also, if you want to be bullish, soybean futures are hot. Soybean futures, right? But this is like, you know, this is all like other shit. Like,
bro, you know that it's very bad for us. Like, if soybeans are going up, food prices will skyrocket.
Yeah. Yeah, live cattle is also, you know, jumping up a bit. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I got for charts.
All right. Well, plenty of good stuff in there. Appreciate that. I mean, it's bleak, but the truth hurts sometimes.
Yeah, got to be realistic. Can't be just, you know, bull hopium all the time. You know, even though Jan Barometer, which is a nice seasonal study that points to higher prices till May, might not actually play out this year. So, you know, it's just how it goes.
We're gonna find out soon enough.
Yeah.
Well, something that is kind of exciting and new for us. We've got our very first real estate deal available here. We've got an island for sale. Who wants to buy a private island? It's not that island. No, before you start thinking, this is Lautaro Island, formerly known as Satoshi Island. It is an island in Vanuatu. This is a fully repossessed private island, 100% leasehold rights, 55 years remaining on that. Very serviceable infrastructure. So they've already got power, Wi-Fi, you know, all the basic amenities out there, water, etc. There's 3 bungalows on the beach. They've got a like rec center with a weight room and pool, outdoor barbecue. There's a helicopter landing pad. There is a small plane landing pad out there. It's also serviceable by boat. What else? Clean title, motivated seller, looking for a variety of different buyers. Open to anybody as far as the buyer goes. Preferred buyer that could possibly have some negotiating room on the price would be somebody in crypto kind of that would be interested in revamping the original idea behind Satoshi Island and the Satoshi Island NFTs. The Satoshi Island NFTs are not currently associated with Lautaro Island anymore. That project rugged, unfortunately. The founders kind of screwed over everybody else in that project. But the initial idea was by owning these NFTs, you would get access to parcels of land on this island that you could then develop and cash flow that would pay out you know, dividends to these NFTs. They currently do not have any access there. But if someone crypto-minded wanted to come in and take this over this island, there is that opportunity to go back to that original goal or that original view of what Lautaro Island could be. But it doesn't need to be that. If you're just looking for your own private island, there's lots of tax benefits here. Vanuatu is a tax haven for anybody except for pretty much Americans because we suck. But otherwise, very, very cool island. Absolutely beautiful. We've got a deck with some great pictures here. I mean, looks like absolute paradise out there. Have not personally been able to go out there yet. Maybe we'll have to get a little private flight out there and check it out, do some on the ground reporting for you guys. But currently asking 9.9 million. They have had it recently. What's the word I'm looking for? appraised by an independent third-party appraiser. And the island itself is actually appraised at $13 million. So this is selling for under book price here. And again, open to negotiation, especially for somebody looking to kind of go back with the original crypto vision here. Independent valuation of $13 million, clean title, flexible in terms of payment, fiat, crypto, both accepted, and looking for a 100% buyout. The new buyer will be able to take immediate possession. You see another image here of the bungalows, the rec center, dockage, beachfront, absolutely just gorgeous, well-maintained property. Owner of the island actually has just dumped quite a bit of money into upgrading and cleaning up the property. Full details in the listing here. If you want to take a look at that, our deal flow channel is the best spot to see all these deals as they come out. You can find that on Telegram. Let's see here. I don't know if it's readable. It's just Telegram /Acquire.Fi deal flow. Pretty easy to find. You can also find it via our website, our X page, or contacting any of us directly on Telegram as well. So definitely a unique asset for sale. One of our first opportunity to sell an island, kind of exciting and a fun one. A little different than what we normally do, not necessarily a typical acquisition, but hey, we're open to deals of all types. So if it's something that is of interest to you, or if you're in maybe real estate working with high net worth investors that are looking for an opportunity like this, please feel free to reach out on Telegram. You can go contact me here through our website, or on Telegram. You can find me at Web3Nate. That is WEB, 3 NATE. Jan, Andrew, anything else you want to add about Satoshi Island, El Toro Island? Not the island.
I just want to say, this is a very good opportunity to anyone that is looking for a new passport, for example. Vanuatu is very tax friendly. Basically, if you put your tax residency here, you will get 0 taxes. So anyone that is in high net worth or looking to offshore some of his things, this is a perfect opportunity. Obviously, I'm very glad also, this is our first RWA listing. So hopefully we will get more of these and let's see how it goes.
It's good timing. I mean, RWA is clearly the path to the future here. So
everything's going on chain, baby.
Yes, sir.
Well, we already talked about how bad the markets are. Gold, 5.5% wiped out. This is in the last 24 hours. Silver, 19%. Taking an absolute kick in the pants, down under, I think, $74. Dipped all the way down under, what was it? Where are you at here? Silver, dipping all the way back down. It was under 75. Now NASDAQ, S&P down, Russell down, Bitcoin down, everything down. Some poly market bets interesting here. We've got Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, gold, and silver. Where are we placing our bets, gents? So this is by what price will Bitcoin hit in February? This is not the end of where is it going to be at the end of the month? This is between now and the end of the month. How low is Bitcoin going to go? Looks like right now under 70,000 is at 84%. Where are you guys after the dip last night? Where are you guys putting your bet here?
I mean
these guys have already lost.
Seems safe. But if prices come back up to 80, does that mean everything in the 70s get wiped out?
That's a good question.
I wonder how that works.
Yeah, I see us going back to 100K.
Stamp that. I hope so. That'd be nice. That'd be great to get the market coming back to life here. I'm a bull, boys. I don't short. I like to go long.
Yeah, this is a little confusing. I'm not sure. Oh, yes, Bitcoin women to candle during this month, specified in the title, on the last, has a final high price equal to or greater than the price specified in the title. Yeah, I don't quite get what they're doing here, because why would anybody bet on 35 if it's about the high price? So whatever. Let's just say, for the sake of this discussion here, what's the low for if you had a bet and this was the low in February? What's the low Bitcoin's going to hit in February? Where are you placing the bet here? Jan?
I like the below 70K.
You're sticking with this? So below 70, but above 65?
I want to go for 65, but I mean, 65 could be realistic.
There's a lot of time left. There's 23 days left in February. Yeah, over 3 weeks.
That's true.
Is this like, does it close over 70 or does it close over 65?
So
that's what I mean.
Yeah, we're gonna say what's the price, what's the price at the end of the month or the lowest it goes in February? What's the lowest it goes in February?
Yeah, I think 65. 65 is safe. I mean, like, if you're playing prediction markets, you might as well just go in the options market and like just buy a put. This is like the exact same thing as buying a put.
Yeah, exactly. How about Solana? Solana right now, in review.
Wait, where was Solana?
Solana, I would bet will go to $70, $60 because remember FTX estate, the first tranche was at $72.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 years ago, when FTX estate started selling these locked Solana tranches, people bought at 72. So I do think we go down there.
That's a good one because like 78.6 is at $70 roughly. So like that would make sense as well. So I'm actually with Jan there as well.
The 70. All right, how about Ethereum? Right now we got a lot more distributed here, about $2,000. Got 74% there.
I mean, definitely below $2,000.
That's the thing. Like if we go below 1,800, there's a cascade of liquidation. Cascade. Like we're talking about, like one of the worst events that can happen.
Don't go.
We've been through so many at this point. I'm like, I'm ready, man. I think like below 2,000 is realistic for February.
How far below though? 8, 6, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 800?
I think 1,800 could be okay. 1,800.
Get this month. How about we got gold and silver here? A lot of people saying it's under 75 is the low watermark, which we've hit now. Yeah,
so this is very interesting. Like we went 15% down in 100 minutes, and this is silver. This is like one of the biggest
commodities.
Yeah, like what's going on? So my prediction is this: there's nations now. There's either US trying to hit on China very hard because China has been hoarding gold and silver now for a while. If they can keep the gold and silver market very down, I think it's going to affect China very badly. So my prediction here, we go to 55. I would say under 70 for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, my reload zone starts around $60 to $40, so I'm also below 70. But I don't know. By end of February seems pretty aggressive. But yeah, fuck it, man. Under 70.
And we got the big one, the gold here. Gold pretty straight. Under 46, got 42% is the biggest one here.
Yeah, gold is probably 47.
Look at this. We still got almost 10% of people saying pumping it back up to 6K.
Never know. Could have strong dead cat bounces. No, I think 4,600 is realistic. That's kind of where that 61.8 level is kind of lining up right now. At least off of the recent range here. So I do like that as a target.
Jansky, any thought on gold there? Where we get pushing down to here?
I think gold is going to go up. But again, I think US is trying to keep the market low.
And I've told it pretty low for pretty long. China's been buying gold for decades, and it's fucking pumped like crazy.
Yeah, that was a historical run on gold.
Well, yeah, more and more ply market is becoming an options market here. Here's another phone. How many Fed rate cuts in 2026? These numbers have changed a little bit here. Let's see. Yeah, we're seeing some no divergence in some of these numbers here. We are now seeing 2 has fallen 10%, 3 has fallen 13%. where's all this going into? Zero?
I think one is kind of like still the same. I think because they were planning to just do one this year anyway. So, but if the market starts tanking pretty hard, I don't know. Maybe they come in with the second one. But I'm happy with just one, 25 bips.
Man, yeah, I don't know. I'd probably say two or three here. But what's $100 get you? That's a little 6x return almost there. Not bad. Not bad. And yeah, I mentioned the fear and greed index earlier. Pretty close to all-time lows. What do we get all the way down to here? Looks like we got to 10. That was back in November. Now we're down at 11, chasing the there it is. The yearly low is November 22nd there.
Wow.
Going for new all-time lows, baby. Let's go. Others are fearful. You better get greedy. Maybe we got to jump on Jan's boat here and start buying start DCAing.
Well, it's like they say, buying when they're crying, selling when they're yelling. People are crying out there pretty heavily.
Is this the lowest now?
No, the lowest was November was 10, so 1 point lower.
Okay,
by tomorrow.
We're definitely going there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think we do set some new lows here, but more fun in the sun for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency markets. What else do we got here? Take a look at this. Look at silver dropping 22% in 2 hours. That's wild, dude. Look at that. That's a chart right there.
Yeah, remember, this is not a shit coin. It's just like one of the biggest assets on the world.
Hey, man, everything's a shit coin.
Something's very broken if this can happen. Like,
what's the saying? You're always something till you're not. Yeah, you're not a shit coin until you are.
Yeah.
Tether FUD. We always like to see some good old Tether FUD. That usually is a good sign markets have topped. We start seeing Tether FUD. Tether tumbles to 99.998, its weakest peg in over 5 years. Analysts warn a full untethering could hit soon. I don't know why they're saying this. I don't know what caused this, but Tether is one of the most cashed up companies in the world right now. I think they're doing just fine. How many tens of billions of dollars in gold do they have on the moment? What was it, like 140 tons of gold or something like that?
But what if gold falls like 30% and Bitcoin keeps falling?
They also have all dollars too. So I don't know. I think they're making money hand over fist right now.
Like Tether falling would be like the most catastrophic event.
Oh, God.
It would be worse than 2008, 2009.
Oh, it'd be the end. I would be like, this is the end.
Yeah, and it won't happen. Like, there's too many involved parties, including Epstein.
Yeah, like Tether's always been like the Teflon Don. Like, nothing sticks. It's always been able to get away.
Yeah.
So, like, I pray it stays this way.
Yeah.
But the only thing that could really destroy this market if like Epstein is actually Satoshi Nakamoto. If that actually gets confirmed, my God.
Well, one of the people that had long been rumored about being Satoshi or knowing who Satoshi was is old Adam Beck here. Adam Beck now being called to resign after having interactions with Epstein, taking, what was it, $500K investment or something like that in 2014. Long after he'd been convicted of not so savory crimes against other human beings. Now, many people calling on him to resign. We'll see what happens. Nobody really in the West, anyways, or excuse me, I should say in the U.S., has resigned or been arrested so far. I did see there was a European politician in Romania or Poland or somewhere that resigned after being on the list. But outside of that, everybody else seems to be making excuses of how they were. I didn't know. We were just talking about finance. But some weird ones popping up. I heard the other day that what's his name? Peter Attia, a longevity doctor, was on like in chats with Epstein. That's a wild one. Never. I didn't think he was that prominent of a dude for Epstein to want to get him compromised. But I guess it takes all types.
No one is safe, man.
Oh God.
Except for Mel Gibson.
Oh, Mel Gibson, Alex Jones. They were right.
Bitcoin's supply and profit versus loss metric near a convergence, an on-saying signal the market's bottomed on pretty much every cycle here. Now, do not take this chart the wrong way. We're not saying this has happened already. We're not saying the market's bottom is in at 69K. Saying it's getting close. There's still plenty of room here. That the 50s are still well within target for something like this to fire off as a potential bottom signal, and this can take a long time to fire off. But it is I think there's been a lot of people kind of debating. Have we hit the bottom? Probably not. But are we closer to the bottom than from the top? I think definitely. I don't think we're going to go and see 30K, 40K. I do think, Andrew's ranges from earlier today, low 60s, maybe mid low 50s for Bitcoin. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think I've seen a lot of charts, a lot of different TA strategies pointing to that range there as well. Again, here's another bottom signal that would indicate, something in that range in the 50s or low 60s there as well. But who knows? 30K, I guess that would be a true 80-90% retracement. But
40K is about 80%.
Yeah. So maybe a wick down there.
John does not like hearing me say. I'm gonna get into it.
I
might actually be able to afford some Bitcoin then.
I would max buy a 40K. I'd be like max buy. And then as we're max buying, Epstein comes out. And then we're just like, God damn it.
I'm not dead, bitches, and I'm Satoshi.
More black swans after black swans. God damn.
But it's like the difficulty is set to drop now, like 15% in next epoch. This basically means that the mining of BTC will become extremely profitable.
Yeah, that's so that I was looking at a couple of stories. This is somewhat similar to this thing. Bitcoin has never fallen below its electrical cost. Today, that floor is 71,000. One caveat to this, though, we haven't had a demand for electricity that we now have with all this AI, and GPU farms that are out there. That is a factor, anyways. In terms of maybe that skews this chart a little bit, but. I don't know. I don't necessarily think the floor at 71K there is going to hold. So
yeah, and it's also based on which miners they're using. Like everybody has a different cost of miner.
Yeah. Well, we could see a new mining tech come out that lowers the cost. We could see new electrical power come on in multiple countries and lower the cost. That helps drop this down as well. But I think this, people that are saying, can't go below 70K for very long now because the electrical price. Well, there's a lot of factors that can go into.
Also, what was that website that had like all those like different signals before a market top comes in?
Oh yeah, all the cycle top indicators, and none of them.
How many of those actually hit? Because like the market top obviously is in. But I don't think a lot of those signals were actually even met. So like,
I think most of them weren't.
It just kind of goes to show, like, the market will do whatever the damn hell it wants.
Bull market peak indicators, hit or not? Nope.
None of them?
I mean, unless I'm reading this wrong.
GG, bro.
Hit or not? X. Like, that looks like a no. Distance to hit. Like, Pi cycle top indicator didn't hit. The Puel multiple didn't hit. The Bitcoin rainbow chart didn't hit. ETF outflows didn't hit. ETF to BTC ratio didn't hit. 2-year MA multiplier didn't hit. Bitcoin bubble and these are a lot of like RSA 22-day. like the Bitcoin dominance, like a lot of these are pretty widely used. And yeah, unless I'm reading this completely wrong, it looks like none of these hit.
Yeah, I don't think any of them hit.
100% hold, baby. Look at that. 100% hold call.
Fuck, maybe it's right. Maybe the market just skyrockets from here to 100K. Who knows?
Oh, how disgusting would that be if we just fucking start ripping all-time high 200K, 250K by the end of 2026?
Dude, just wait until we get the new Fed guy in.
Ultimate
real money.
Ultimate bear trap of all time, or ultimate. Oh, that would be nasty. I mean, I wouldn't complain, but that's the thing. Like we've said this a couple times. Andrew talked about it earlier today. Like, okay, if either of those scenarios, Bitcoin dumps to 50K to 40K, sweet. We've got ridiculously cheap Bitcoin. Bitcoin faked everybody out and rips to 250K. Sweet. We've got 250K Bitcoin. Like, I don't see either scenario's a win, right? So,
well, I mean, if you don't have any Bitcoin and it goes to 250K, that's a pretty big loss.
True. But if you're watching this, you either have some Bitcoin or some alts or some ETH or some stake in this game. Like, why would you be here watching this if you don't at least, have some sort of pony in this race? Whether you're in some way in this industry. And if Bitcoin goes to 250K, everything in this industry is going to be doing good. Alts are going to go. Ethereum's going to be up. Companies are going to be making money. Traders are going to make money. Like, it's not just going to be Bitcoin that does well. People are going to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's hey, if you're still 100% hold, then, maybe you'll be vindicated. I don't know. Moonbirds, baby. Gaming and NFTs down bad, but there's still these outliers here. Moonbirds gaining massive traction after listing in Korea. Launch FUD aside, Burbs is holding up well. What was the number? I thought I pulled up the wrong. I must have pulled up the wrong story here, but I think it's up like over what is it? How much? 1,000% or 100%, 117% or something? Yeah.
Wow.
Not a bad looking chart there.
Gotta love the Korean markets, man. They know how to pump charts. Korean listings are always like the one to go for. Fuck Binance, fuck Coinbase. You go for the Korean exchanges. They know how to pump and dump very well.
Yeah, look at this. Look at that. That's some. While the markets are while silver drops 22% in 2 hours, Bitcoin dropping to 69K. Freaking meme bird game token pumping to over half a $1 billion market cap and some tasty gains there. So
yeah,
there's always ways. What's that?
There's always a bull market somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Yeah.
If you're a market participant, there's always something happening.
Yep.
Stop buying Bitcoins and start buying soybeans, baby. Elon Musk wants to start hiring crypto experts to teach AI models how to trade.
Oh shit! I should sign up.
I think, yeah, there you go. I think this is something that's been going on. I don't know why this is really breaking news, but all this cycle since AI has started, that's been one of the number one focuses is how many token projects have we seen launch based on AI trading and AI algorithms. There's some good ones out there too. They're not perfect, but I mean, that is probably one of the biggest advantages you can get, even if you're a non-trader like myself, starting to learn how to use these AI tools, because you won't necessarily have to know how to execute all the trades. You'll be able to set up copy trading. AI's, we use it for a lot of other stuff. Hey, watch what this guy does and help us do that. Why wouldn't you be able to do that with trading? So I think the underlying message here is you better be learning how to do AI or how to use AI, regardless of what you do, whether that's trading, SaaS, whatever. What else, man? I mean, hey, some people are making money out there. Dex Screener, since 2024, in the last 2 years, they made $125 million earned on Dex Screener.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I would
absolutely.
love to get 125 million.
That'll keep the lights on for it. That'll keep the lights on through the bear market.
Oh, you got to work a little bit harder now. You got a new KPI target.
Well, what else? We have coming up on an hour here. Cover a little. Where is it? Oh, there was some Metallic absolutely raining on all the L2 parades this week, coming out saying that L2s are basically worthless with all the new Ethereum upgrades. That if L2s want to survive, they need to stop trying to be generalist chains. That the scaling and the speed solutions are being solved on the native L1 of Ethereum. That if they want to survive, they need to be specialized and focused. Optimism, Arbitrum, Base, a lot of the big guys not happy about this. But that kind of shows you just the importance of defensibility. How over just the last cycle and a half, 2 cycles here, L2s went from being the greatest thing ever, the most hyped thing, saving our industry, the future of scaling, and one or two innovation, one or two updates later, and Ethereum's like, hey, thanks for playing. We're gonna go ahead and keep volumes here. There was some M&A news. Where's my M&A news? Here we go. Yes.
There we go.
Bitwise asset management to buy crypto staking firm Chorus One. We talked about this actually last week, I believe, or maybe it was Tuesday. One of the top sought after acquisitions at the moment are these institutional staking and custody providers, along with validators, RPC, platforms, etc. This is another great example of that. Chorus One, very famous custody and institutional staking firm, being bought out by Bitwise. So congrats to both teams there. Hope that is a beneficial partnership for everybody involved. And congrats to the founders at Chorus One on probably what will be a very lucrative exit for you guys. And yeah, if you are in the game, especially if you are a custody and staking provider, if you're interested in acquisitions, we have multiple top tier buyers with very well capitalized mandates up to we've got mandates up to $1 billion right now for acquisitions from buyers looking to acquire things like Chorus One, institutional grade custody and staking, RPC node validators are a big one that we're looking for, anything in DeFi, perp dexes and prediction markets are also hot. So yeah, if you're out there, if you're a founder considering looking at an exit, or at least even just exploring that territory, please hit us up. We have active buyers looking for great projects. This is something it's our core business here. So happy to have those chats. But that's probably a good place to end it there, I think.
Yep, pretty good stream.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody that tuned in today. Had some great charts, even though maybe not the brightest outlook for what you're hoping for. Some great analysis, some interesting stories, an island for sale, some new M&A news. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Again, we will not be on next week. We're going to be at the Consensus Conference in Hong Kong. So if you're out there, hit us up. Otherwise, yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a fantastic weekend.
Ciao.
See you guys.